Good night and welcome. Good night and welcome. Good night, good night, good night and welcome. Good night and welcome to tonight live stream. Welcome to the channel. Welcome very much. Thank you for being here as we are going to be reasoning a little. Thank you for being here. Thank you for and welcome to the channel to live tonight. Good night and welcome. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. Good night and welcome. Thank you for being here. Just looking at something here. Good night. Welcome. Happy to have you here. It is a good thing. It's a lively thing. It's always good to have the supporters. Tonight, I just welcome you again, and for the new subscribers, I welcome you to this channel. I welcome you to the comment section that you can put your comment there, put out your piece there. For the supporters that are supporting me from the time I started, there's one lady in my thing, and I have never seen her name came up. And honestly, I'm gonna call her name tonight because she was apparently the second person who subscribed to this channel. And her last name is Miller. Yes. But I've never seen her. She has a channel too, I went on it. Anyhow, thank you for being here. For the supporters, thank you for your support. Thank you for the strength. Thank you very much. And in all of it, I am asking you to support the thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up. Just touch the thumbs up button. I thank you for your support and supporting the thumbs up button. It is the algorithm and it helps to push the channel as we go along. So it's just to help to push the channel. So thank you for your support. Thank for the kind words that are said. Thank for the persons who active in the comment section and they ask their questions and they get their answer. They make their comment and I appreciate it very much because one or two may be being rude and that's it because we do not tolerate certain things over here. We need to keep it clean as possible can. We don't need to be rude to anyone at no given time. No time at all. Ain't need to rude to anyone. So I thank you very much for the support, for the love. I haven't seen I haven't seen Jesus save in a long time. I don't know what happened. I tried to reach out to her. I haven't seen her, but I haven't seen her in a long time. If there's anything that is wrong with you or prayers, and we miss your presence in the live, we truly miss your presence on the live because you two were active in the comment section. You make your points, and yeah. So, and for all of those, most of your names are not up. I know it because YouTube said. The thing about it, you go into YouTube, you'll know everyone that has joined the live, everyone that subscribed, their names are there. Only because they do not put out themselves for their name to be up there. But YouTube show if you unsubscribe, YouTube show it. You subscribe and you're at YouTube show it. So there is nothing really high that you can't see, but I can see. I go in and I saw it for myself. Okay. I appreciate your support so much. It's my deepest appreciation. Okay. Tonight, For those that are out of my time zone, I welcome you. Welcome to listen. Welcome that when you this live may pass and you haven't seen it, but you know you watch or listen to the live that is already gone. And of course you commented. Thank you very much. And I have visited a lot of channel too. Watch and I listen. I subscribe. I comment on some of them too. Here. So it is each one helped one. And I thank you very much for your support. Tonight, it's a night where we should give thanks. And at all times, not only tonight, but we should be giving thanks at all times. Because there are so many things that are happening. So many, it's a turbulence going through everywhere. It's like a plane going through the turbulence. This is what is happening here on earth. Each time you turn on the television set, there's some kind of news coming out. We have some persons that we wonder where or what possessed them, why they have to be doing the things they are doing. Person are at some train station, persons walk up to them and stamp them a thump in their face. In Jamaica, we find the same thing, two persons sitting down, and you don't know what they're possessed with. You don't know what is happening. The only thing we can do is keep sheltered under the arms of God. Because only and only Him. Be sheltered in His arm. At each time when you're going out and coming in, you ask for His protection. Because if you're on the road, you're in danger. If you're in your house, you're in danger. It doesn't matter where you are. Because some unleashing on the nation. People just caring for their own business, and people just walk up and do what they think. And the thing about it, it's okay for you to do it, yet you run. Why do you run? Why are you hiding? You're on the road, they are they're on a highway where you have a hit down and run. You feel it okay to go ahead and saw somebody and plant your hands on them, do what you feel like do. And when you are finished, you are looking for place to hide. It's so funny. Because if you do your hack, stand up to it, defend it. You do it. So defend it. Because you're right to do it. So defend it. You understand? So we have to walk with eyes on either side and eyes behind us. You cannot be too careful of what is happening in and around us. We cannot lift our foot off the gas pedal. And I mean, do not ease up in prayer. Your children going out there, you got to be praying for them because it's a crazy set of people. It is crazy. So keep your guards up at all time. Do not let your guards down. Letting your guards down is to say, well, then you are up for something. Be vigilant. Be be your surrounding, where you stand, where you go, who you're. Ensure. So if you see something not looking good, if you see somebody rushing as if a car get out of control, move out of the way. Don't even stand to see what the person is going to do, because next it may be you. Right? You're asking the question, what is these people doing with themselves? What are you doing with your life? And they are miserable with themselves, and so they are miserable with life and other people, because they do not bring joy to themselves. They are not happy at no time with themselves. So since they are not happy, they allow your life to be unhappy and miserable. So be on your double guards when you're out there. If you're driving, be on your double guards. Whatever you do, be on your double watch. Is there anyone with birthday? I wish you a happy birthday. A happy, happy birthday. I wish for you health and prosperity throughout your life as you go and as you come. Whatever you do, you will be prosperous. Use your life, use your time in your that you have wisely, that you too can be examples to others. So use your time wisely. Use your ears that you get wisely. From ear to ear, you live. You're celebrating your birthday. Let it be a wise choice that you're making. If you have to pull up and do something else, just do it. But make sure you can be proud of yourself when whatever age. So you don't look at the age. Don't look at the almanac, look in the mirror. So don't look and say, well, then I can't do this now because I am of such age. Oh, no, you can. As long as you're in health, you can. You can. For those that are sick and you have to be caring for your sick persons, whether it be friend, parent, relatives, whoever, ask the Lord that He will give you a double portion of strength to go through. The wisdom, the knowledge, and understanding that you will understand the person that are older than you, because the chemicals changes in their body. Things are not like when they were 20 or when they were 30. You are looking apparently at a different. Some persons, because of illness, things have changed. They do not operate the same way that they used to operate. But as for the portion of strength, the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding to lead you through. Okay. For those that mourn, many times, as I say times and times again, you do not mourn because you have the passing of somebody, but you mourn because of your situation. Sometimes the things you're going through, the burden is so heavy that you are fainting under the pressure of the burden. But never give up. If you have to stop, stop a while. Turn the pages again and start your journey. It's not the way you fell down, but as if you stayed there. You get up, look at from where you're coming, and how much journey left in front of you. If you have to adjust something in what you're doing, adjust it. If you have to cast away something, cast it away in order for you to progress and go on. Do not reach to the point that you said, well, I give up. You throw your hands in the air and said, I gave up. I can't go no further. I can't manage. Ask for the strength. Stand on your 2 feet. Plant it firmly and move. Yes. Plant your feet firmly and start to move again. Because sometimes in your movements, there are some persons that you need to sit aside. There are some things, some impediment you need to put aside in order for you to reach the goal, to reach the place that you are going. And you cannot go with baggages. You cannot go with luggage. Some of the luggage is overweight. So it's one out of two things is either you're going to pull the baggage and you're going to take out some of the luggage, put it aside, or you're going to cast the entire bag away. But there are some things you have to lose in order to gain. Yeah. I am going to speak about a story tonight. And these things happened many, many moons ago. But we see them played out in our everyday life. Meaning, it didn't just start. These are things been going on long time ago. Yes. Now a father, or let me say a man, in whatever way he described the woman, his girlfriend, which I hate that word. To me, girlfriend is school days things. You are too adult, so it shouldn't be girlfriend. Find a next name to attach to it. And you are this person, and you say, okay, we are scammering around, we are going around with each other, and you ascribe it to be love, and sometimes it's infatuation, sometimes it's not love. But do we took time to find out that? Do we took the time to find out what it is and what we are doing? No, we are after one thing and one thing only. And if it pleases you, then you will stay. If it pleases you, you go on. If it pleases you, you said, well, yeah, well, yeah. But there are so many things happen in life, and we took it for surprise. Be not surprised over nothing that happened on this earth because it have happened before. It's not new. There is nothing new under the sun. All that you are seeing already happened. So we look at some things and we say, okay, and we cry and we mourn and we said, we don't know what is happening. And it happened before. It done years, thousands of years before. It only recycle and come back to us. So the newer generation, in my generation, you see, and in my generation, it's the baby boomers. In the younger generation, it's the millennials. Yet, it happened there. The other generation, what do we call them? I don't really know. But they were the generation and the generation and the generation before us until it reached down to us. And the others are coming. So the other generation is following in the heel right there. But then you're asking the question, why so? Why this happen? Why that happen? Wake up, smell the roses. You think it just happened that a brother is going up against a brother? No. You think this is just what you are seeing, that uh, a person wiped out the entire family? No. It happened before. We are just seeing it in our days, but it has already done. A man that get a woman pregnant and walk away for whatever reason. Now he didn't walk away before pregnancy came. He walked away after the when in the pregnancy. And he left this woman with a stomach before her to manage. Now he make it look like it was the woman alone it's sweet. It's like he never participated into it. He never enjoyed no time. He enjoyed it before pregnancy, but after pregnancy, it had a bitter taste to his mouth. So, hello, is so he walk away. Have no contact. Forget that there's a child that he is responsible for to be in this earth. He is on the other street. One more person to the belt. One more notch to the belt. And he's there. And he's there. These happen long before us. And it will happen long after us. And I'm going to share this story. show you where I'm coming from. No, and this is the scripture I'm going for. Because each time there was there was one time when I think I have more time on my hand. It's not that I did have more time, but I was more dedicated to some things. And I am curious more than all, not even dedication. Curiosity. And there's a curiosity kill the cat. I'm curious over a lot of things. And hence being curious, I took up a Bible here and I read the entire Bible, the 66 book, and how much chapters and how much verses. And I read it because I'm curious of a lot of things. I grew up, I was born a curious person. I would like to know the reason why this happened. So I'm curious to know, and I am going to find out. So I took up a Bible here and I read the script, I read a book every day. Don't matter how much busy I am. I am from work and I make sure I did the Bible here until I completed. And I started it because I just read through. But there were things that I decided to go back and question it. And so instead of one year, I did 2 years. I was not studying to be a pastor. I was not studying to be an evangelist. None of the above. I need the knowledge and I need to know why. Because sometimes you sit and you went in the church and you hear the pastor and him tearing up the pulpit and him going on and some things. So I want to know. Now this little man Abraham married to Sarah. Sarah, at the age of 92, I think, Sarah never gave birth to a child, never conceive, not as much as conceive. Sarah never conceived. Abraham, in himself too, getting older. And they look at each other as man and wife. And of course, they have their maid servant and their male servant and them every servant around them. So the both of them looking at each other, and we are going to go out of this world and without leaving a seed behind. So call it that the both of them is barren. He was not impotent, he was okay. She was not impotent, she was okay. But of course, none of them have a child. And they were they were committed to each other. So Sarah never give no bun, and Abraham never give no bun. Stick to him wife. Anywhere we go, it's the both of us. Whatever we do, is the both of us. So I will not bring somebody else in them in the marriage. But until one day, Sarah sit down and thought to themselves, as women do. Sometimes things you're looking at something, but you never really took a deep look at it until something you start looking to it and say, well then, ah, what could I do and how can I do it? And you're going to try to fix it this way, and you're going to try to put it that way, and she said to her husband, she popped a question to the husband. Now the both of us are in good age, and none of us have any children. I have not conceived. So look here. I don't want you to go back to God and you don't have a seed. And I can't have any. So you know what? Hagar, Agar is the main is the maid servant. So you know what you do? Go into the maid and let her conceive for you. This was his wife thing. This was what she sat and planned. And the loving husband, pleasing his wife, carried through the plan. He went in to the servant, and maybe by the time he hung the pants up, she conceived. Maybe he didn't have to work so hard, didn't have to work at all. And she got good, she conceived. She conceived with a child. When the job was finished, he went back to his wife, and then the conscience of the wife started to slap her over. She said, I have given my maid unto your bosom. I have given the maid to you to hug and kiss and make love with you. And she's asking herself, how can I forgive myself of doing this? And she hungry with herself and hungry with her husband. So being hungry, she despised the young lady. But I don't know why the young lady did agree. And should I run out the man out of her room? Should I tell him come out? But something good or something bad, whatever it is, something came out. When Sarah find out that Agar conceived with a child, she started to handle Agar real bad. I guess she slap her and she do her all kind of things. The poor girl could not stand to it, and the poor girl ran away. It says the angel of the Lord passing by and whatever, and see Agar at a stream near to a river, sleeping, asked her, what are you doing here? And she started to complain that she run away from her, her mistress because of the bad treatment that she was giving her because she conceived. He said to her, get up, go straight back to your mistress, and yourself to her in her hand. And she did that. She went back to her mistress. And after she went back to her mistress never eased up. She pressed the gas. Yes, she forget she's dealing with. Never long after, 94-year-old Sarah got pregnant. She now conceived. While Hagar gave birth to a boy child, and they gave him his name, Ishmael. We got to chart and say Ishmael. There is a deal Ishmael, whatever that is, whatever language that is. It's the same one of them down in the Middle East. They're still like in a them problem. Yeah. Sarah said to her husband, get this woman out of my house, out of my way. I don't want to see her. She and she child. Look at what the father did. And this is where I take it from all the way up there because I want to see you to see where I'm going. He filled a bottle of water and he took, now Agar became his second wife. Because you know, in those days, you could not get pregnant unless it's your husband. So whether they have do the ritual as we do, go before the pastor, whatever, pronounce a man and wife or whatever. How did they do it? Whatever they do, but she became a second wife. Look at the father now. The father took the child and the mother with a bottle of water. Maybe it was in a little bottle like this. Maybe it was a big bottle. And took her out in the desert. We all know what desert is. There's no food out there. It's a parching sun out there. I don't even think tree out in desert to shelter you from sun. And he took the child and mother and abandoned them. Leave her out there with the child. Nothing to eat, nowhere to live, nothing. Today's father is in a different way, but in the same way. At least he gave a bottle of water. That on your way, you thirsty, you can drink some water, and the child thirsty, you can give him some water to drink. But as far as the east is from the west, that's where I done with you. And he took that woman and abandoned her out in the desert. It is in Genesis 16, and you can take it from the first verse down. The direct verse I'm talking about is in 4 to 5. But you read all of I think about 14, 16 onward, and you see the full story. The full story of it. And he walked away, leaving the woman with no money because it didn't say that she didn't get any money, it said get one bottle of water. And in the desert, the dry parching place, no food, nothing. And she have a young child with her. What the men are doing today, is it any different? No. So it was in the beginning, so it is in the end. How many men have left their children and mother not cared for, and they're out there having a catawampus time, enjoying themselves, don't care whether the child eat, drink, sleep, wear, nothing at all. And the mother is there trying hard as she may to keep the child alive, to keep the child above the water, to keep herself above the water. Survival tactics, survival lesson she have to learn. How to survive. So then you can see that child didn't have any father. Because you took this woman away out in far from you, far from you, that you won't see, you won't hear, you won't know, and you went back to your wife. A lot of women, Agar was given to the master by the master's wife. Many women who got pregnant for a married man, it wasn't the wife who gave them to the man. They took it upon themselves, and they saw the condition and they know it. Yet they walk with their eyes wide open into it. The one that don't know, that's a different thing. Because the man lie, 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 and about 6 times life on a Sunday. Because every move him move, him lied to the woman. Until she apparently found out, oh, but, eh, yeah, I bring out this to show you that it's not just a while ago these things are happening. How old was Abraham when he did that? Now you have young men. Well, I must rephrase that one. Many young ones are doing much better than those before. They were standing up, they are even asking to go to the delivery room, and you saw them with their little ones, taking them to the doctor, playing their part. The ones then, yes, you have some the same way. But what about those that eventually walk around and sow the wild oats in every country, every district, every parish, everywhere they went? And you ask, they have 30 children, 29 children, 15. How much of those children has been taken care of? How much of those children the mother and them suffers? Hmm? How much? So man doing this job, this abandonment, this rejection, this castaway, this desert, it's not just a while ago. It have been happening long time ago. It bothers us, and it should bother us because a child need the two parent. A child need to know this is the other side of parent. And even if you say, I haven't seen it fit to be sitting or stay with your mother, but at least let your present be seen with your child. Do not walk away and leave them. And then you have the other set of man or the other type of man that said, I'm not giving you anything because your mother is going to inherit out of it. Excuse me. What were you doing before that child came? Hmm? What were you doing? Were you going to her on an empty stomach? And if, why didn't you give her food to eat? Just asking. Because these are questions to ask. These are things sitting and lying before us that we should find out that some of the mistakes that I've made will not be made again with the next generation. You're modeling with the next woman, forgetting your child or your children. Some of them is so close to you and you don't know them, you have never seen them. And you still go out there and you get many more. And you abandon. You don't have the little mercy, the little bit of the mercy to say, okay, it's a child. Let me, let me at least. No, you don't. Because it is nicer out there. Yes. This condition has kept up long before our days. It have been here long before our time. It have done already. And so it is today. How will we handle? What will we do? So it's not only a mother who discard her child as a piece of paper. The men do it, and they do it with no remorse. I've seen a man, this woman pregnant for him, and when he met the child, he said, I think uh, um, the talking and the person said they live at such place, and his doctor said, um, you know such and such a person? He said, yes, I know her. She's my mother. Um, so who are you again? He met his own child, and you don't know the child. He doesn't know the child. They pass each other in and out, up and down, because he cast away mother and child. Women and men. We're trying to break this curse because this is a curse. And if you should follow that story, you see what is happening. In the verse scripture, it said, the son is Ishmael, and that tribe. Also, you have the Islamic. Islam is the Islamics through Ishmael, and they rather to dwell in the bushes of Morocco. In the Bible, not me. So you ask those questions again, and you are asking, and why you are not taking care of your child? You leave the child. This passed down. This passed down. And when you read it, it have you to question what you're seeing standing before you today. Many children are without a father, not because the father is not alive, but the father is not alive in their life, is not active in their life. And the thing go on and go on. Sometimes mother, it happen to mother, it come and happen to children, and it come and it happen, and it keep going on and on. You marry, and at the same time, after a while, the marriage turn distastable. And you know in the marriage you have children in the marriage, and you walk out and leave the children. Oh, you can't bother because you find another lover, and you left the children to suffer. You leave those children and mother to suffer. Some, yes, they walk out, but they remember that they can drop off something maybe every Christmas. Maybe every Christmas. And you don't care what happened. 11 months, 3 weeks, and maybe 5 days. You didn't care what happened further. What if that child came out to be a top guy, a top girl? It will be your child. You stay behind and say, oh, that's my child, you know. the mother is so and so, you know. Yes. This condition exists long time ago and still exists with us. You see it every day, every nation, every time. I'll read a story. I watched the video of the lady who gave birth, who have 40 children. And at 40 or 42, at 40 children, that was the time the father pleased enough to walk away and left her with the army of children. Right down in Africa, it happened. And I always look at that story. He didn't chose no other time. He didn't walk away at one. He didn't walk away at two. She have triplets and she have twins in the birth of all her children. I don't know if I read of triplet and twins. So she birthed them in doubles and in triples. And he did not walk away when it was 10. He didn't walk away when it was 5. He didn't walk away when it was 10. He didn't even walk away when it was 30. He walked away when it was 40. And if he had stayed, apparently she would have gone 50 off of the 100. And that's the time he chose to walk away. He didn't think and say, well then, this woman's supposed to be getting weaker. She needs strength. She has so much children. Yes, the first one is big. The second one big. The first 10 is bigger than the second 10. So maybe they are working, but you need to be there. She needs to lean on you, not on her sons. It's rough. It's hard. Yes, it is rough. It is hard. When you see things like these, and persons will come up and say, you're worthless. Uh, Worthlessness have nothing to do with it some of the times. You are there trying your best to take care of your children when the other person not pulling their weight. They are free because they have never gone in a delivery room. They don't know what it is to deliver a child. Even the animal stick around their youngs. Only human throw and kick away theirs. Look at the cow. Look at the goat. You look at the animals. Look at the chickens. And if you have a barn and you have chickens there, you will see the cock come and the hen will be scratching and him come and him start scratching him making some sound as if him talking to her. And they both scratching for the young ones, teaching them what to eat. Only humans do these things. Only humans. Get up and walk out without looking back. Ain't care what happened. Don't tell it's your child. So, Abram, who is a man of God, didn't we read about Abram? Yes, we do not take away that from him. But don't the man of God do this? Mhm. The man of God done this. Bottle of water in the desert with the child. Go, don't return. Now I have seen a situation and I look at the situation, I speak about it before, and it called for questioning. This little young man is a member of the Seventh day Adventist Church. And for what reason? I listened to his story, and he could have been in different on different streets, in different lanes. He could have been, regardless of what his condition and situation was. His mother, I heard him spoke about father. He could, maybe I did not heard. So I didn't hear him speaking about father. I heard him speak about his mother. His mother do domestic work and all the rest of what happened. He is a member of the Seventh day Adventist Church. And I speak with no remorse about it. Because I can give my testimony about it too. And he is, however, he worked himself to the NCU college because they changes the name to NCU. And he is there. He's doing his chores. He's doing his little work. They are training him to be the next pastor of the day or the next union, whoever. His ambition is to be whatever he asks, he said he wants to be. And a bit among the odds of what faced him, he is pushing. He is obedient to the calling. He is obedient to the church. He's walking in the footsteps of obedience. Yeah. The first time when I saw him reached out to ask that donors will donate to him to pay his college fee. My first question was, where is the church? I saw somebody who is a member of the Adventist too push out the first 100,000. And I think the church do watch, do listen to the program. They watch, they listen, and they know what is happening. And I am asking tonight again. I speak on this, what I'm saying, speaking on it again. What is the provision that the church put in place to help the unfortunate ones that are among them? Is this shepherd so mean that the sheep and the lamb, you neglect them because of money, because of prestige? When I saw Dana put out and went down to Mandeville to pay the money that this little young man can continue in school, I called somebody. I said, where is the provision? Because I can tell you, they would not have done it for another church person. They are not doing it for their own, and sure as hell, they wouldn't have done it for you because you are a Sunday goer. But luckily, people do not look at the church labels, they don't look at the banners, they look at the person, the need of the person. And I keep asking, and I am going to, I, there are many young people in the church. And if their parent can't, he's working for the church, they're training him as youth pastor, they're training him in all sort of a different ministry. Yet they could not say, let we pay for him and at least give him 5 years then to work for us, that we get back our money. How many more? And I know of many more who fall along the way and expect the church to help them, and they never did so. When he was going, I happened to go as I opened my phone, I saw Dana came out and she said, I have this is pressing me and I have to come out and ask the question and talk. And it would have pressed anybody. Not even to give you or find somebody to take you to the airport. Not even that. He don't look good 7-day Adventist. High, low, and sideways. Upper conference in a union. Down to the low, the church below. It not taste good. It not look good. It not smell good. He should not have even have to come out. Because the first thing on a pulpit, you're going to say those people not going to heaven because that is what you look at. That is what you see. But he do not have a family backative. And he makes you people his family. He could have been in other type of activity. My daughter, when I get her into Shortwood Teachers College, because I was a member of the church. So that's why I'm speaking strongly. Yes. That was a church, or that was one of the church I used to go. My daughter go to Shortwood Teachers College. And one of the union came to me and said, at the time it wasn't NCU. What was their name again? Whatever their name was before. Why you took her and sent her to the government college? You have done a wrong thing. You should have sent her to whatever their name was before. Send them out. So we sat to talk. I said to him, because according the best college, it's the church college. You will get the teaching. You will get and you will get and you will get. So I sat with him and I asked him, how much is the tuition fee? Because I am paying X amount by the year to the government. They are by the quarter. So it's every 3 months. So when you pay this 3 months, before you reach the middle of the next month, you better be coming up with the rest of the other money. And that is how they paid. So I sit with him and he hand me the papers from from there and to fill out for the child and to route her up from where I am sending her and to put her at there. So we start arguing. So tell me how much. I tell him, and I said to him, suppose I reach one of the 3 months and cannot pay. What will happen? Is there a grace period? And he said to me, if you reach and can't pay, then she won't able to attend class. I said, okay, case closed. I am sending her to a government college where he is the dean of discipline at that same government college. Yet he is telling me, uproot my child and send my child to the Adventist church, to the Adventist college. And he was dean of discipline in the college that my daughter was going. I look at him and say, you people don't care for the poorer class of people. Because, oh yes, she's going. And I thought and see the same program. This young lady, she doing nursing there. And she run in difficulty. And she said she do it, she boil all castor oil. She do everything in order to keep up with her payment and could not, and she have to reach out. They would have called it the heathens. And anybody who is a Seventh-day Adventist can challenge me on that. Challenge me. Talk to me in the comment section. Talk to me in the comment section if you're here. Because I'm not telling a lie. And I am asking this question when I used to be the one in the church. I ask these questions because I used to be so active. And these were things I used to throw out in the church. Because you saw people came and they have children, and the children are brilliant. But they don't have the backing. They don't have that help. And these were the things, and up to that, while they said, what the name they call me? Whatever. I went in my pocket and after have help persons finish school in the same church. And I have my children. And you're asking by writing, we have programs, we have, and I am asking, what have you put in place for the children, for the elderly? You have welfare program. What do the welfare covers? From these prestige churches, nobody shouldn't have to be begging money. And they are saying, if I was going to church, I have to do that. I don't bother go back to church. No, because you're not serving me no purpose. I am down and you can help me up. This guy is the one you're looking for to step up in him jacket and him tie and say, oh yes, I am pastor so and so. What help did you give? And you're going to tell him, oh, you're on the right road to heaven because nobody else is going to heaven. Churches, and I speak about the church I know, but other denomination out there, make preparation for the young people. Have a program put in place because I sure he came on the earwave to beg, to ask for help, and I sure on a seat and a lick on her lips when the woman come in with the money to pay over and I feel good about it. And he's in your hand. He lives on the dam. He lives there. Whatever job you give him to do, can't do nothing. Apparently can't even feed him. And when everybody came together, put their money there, and she roll in to roll out the money, and not even that couldn't she couldn't to say, all right, he's going, so make we find the traveling money to give him, not even to take him to the airport. It said, let your light so shine that others will see. It's not putting on your clothes and go up there and you can speak the three angels message from the beginning to the end and tell you about Helen G. White from the first book to the last one. They are there. You have them there. They are your asset because you're going to use them as your asset. So why? Elders, deacons and deaconesses, pastor, and I need to look into these things. And I need to do better in the church. It's not only going to church and sit down. Matthew says, Lord, where I didn't look after you, where I didn't do anything, where I didn't give you a... He said, depart, I don't know you. Go away from me, move, I don't know you. I heal the sick and I do this. I don't know you. Get away. Suffer the little children to come and forbid them not. On a preach on the words and if you live by on the words, man. On a know the scripture back and front, put in and take out, turn cross way and long way. And I know how to uses the Bible. Where are the shepherd? And I only immerse in the water. And I only step up and big up on a chest. The poor is down there. What are you doing for them? And they're in our church. When I say that out the road, then if you're not looking after those into your church, then out the road suffer. Out the road suffers. It's not the big speech up there. That's not what God looking for. How much more could have been pushed somewhere? When you don't pay tithe, when you don't pay offering, when you go up and send people up Guild Street. And if you have the tithe and anything happen, you're not even to go to doctor out of it. A God will not get the tithes too. A God will not get the money too. Show me which window on the bag God. And which house not be give him. You heap it up. And it serves for you. And the little poor one that is down at the bottom. You take him in and you know saying can't pay the sitting fee. You don't know him can't pay it. You know the rest that is there. But by banner and labels, I don't live by banners and labels. All of those stretch out and I say, gimme, 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 gimme. Bring in all the tithes into the... Like, seriously. Break up on a folly ground. Break up on a folly ground. You are going down and them are coming up. A lot of people walk out of the church because of many things like these. Many people walk out of the church when they realize the pedestal that you try to put them on and on is not there. You don't care because you are the second richest church in the world. A churchyard want to pave and you ask for the money out of the members to do it. A little lady or a man round here so door want to fix and you don't go into the church money or in the pastor pocket go take it out. You come into the church and you hold up the plate and oh, Sister Sarah wanted the plate and what wanna doing with the money? Wanna do with it? There's a there's a denomination that say they are going to put it under the earth and when they reach heaven they must sit down and look through a window to see if nobody had trouble it. Hello. I am sure none of you pastors and none of you that are up on the pedestal, children, you would not allow your children to come out and have to call out to say, help, help me. And to sit on a chair, high and mighty, and want to use scriptures for a measuring stick. None of it, stop it. Stop it. It's not no one doing it. When I saw these two people, it hurt me. Yes. I know for a fact that you, church people, would not have done it for somebody else. I know for a fact. Call out to the church. You go. Reach out. I hear what I'm telling you. Right? When my daughter passed away, she was a member of the church. And I was charged to put her body into the church, for church in there. And and her money going in the church. Oh, no one. This, oh, they sent a note to Sister So and so. And she was a young person. So anybody can challenge me because I'm telling you what I know. Get on yourself up. And it on should have shame. He's coming. I just preached at a funeral. Savior divine attend with prayer. Mhm. I just preached at a funeral. And you know your jacket and your tie, you're well suit up. And the person who training you could not give you or carry you or find somebody to take you to the airport. I know somebody out the road, you know. Or somebody in our church. It's not one of the others that are out of no into the church and they are looking help. And when him go and work, I am sure I'm not going to tell him, say, remember to send your tithe and offering come. When COVID didn't come out and said, if it's even to push it under the church door. So even when I said, Don't come out, stay in your yard. Turn in your yard. It reached the point where not even carrying machine into the church. They will only want the money. And the young brother is there. Needed help. It no look good. And if him should have walked out and said, well, I'm not going to this church again and I'm going to go to next church because, not even one next church, I'm going to go to Sunday church. You'd have hear the judgment. And they would have make him feel like say, he do a heinous crime. Churches need to put things in place to help the young, the unfortunate ones that are coming up. They have school and you can't pay to go in their school. And they want everybody because it's the best school. We teach the best. I sure my daughter didn't go there. And she get her full quarter education. She further herself from teachers college to further. And not one church member ever asked me, or I never asked a church member, not even for prayer. Not even for prayer. Because I can pray for myself and I can pray for them. Right? Some persons are really down. They have an ambition, and I should look at it and say, "My goodness, young man could have, this young man could have appeared try hide from him, you know. The government could be looking for him, but he chose with his ambition. But I think these two that I saw, I don't know if more is there, but the two that I saw, it's a reason. It's to show up to the world. It's for showing up to the world. And show how no care. Show the welfare care. Show the pastor care. Show all of you care. It's to show on the colors to the world. Because you behave like on this high and mighty. Yet you have this little young man, this young lady. The young man is even younger than the young lady that I saw. In the church, and you give him work for do. Him can't pay an intrusion fee, and you're ready to throw him out on the road. You really don't even put something in place to say, okay, because in Jamaica, when you go to the student loan bureau, what they used to do, they'll get the loan and they ban you for 5 years. You have to work in the country to that your loan could be able to pay. After 5 years, they lift the ban. Some persons 3 years, depending. Then they lift the ban and you can travel, go anywhere you want to work. But they hold you in the country that you will be able to work and pay back the loan. A lot of persons have breached that because they just used to just leave it like that. But they realize when people get them piece of paper and look on them pretty certificate, they throw it in their suitcase and they're gone. So they bring in that. They brought that in. People, church, had that enough open and a breach. Oh no, take care of the people. Take care of the young ones. Put something in place for the elderly ones. who don't have any person. And even if they have somebody, they have served and throw their money into the coffers of the church. At least make them get something from it. Because we do not pay pension for them. When they go and come back, you're ready to claim them as your own. Oh, it's one of us, you know. He was here. He's such a brilliant guy. He's one of us. Honor should be ashamed. Honor should be ashamed. Every one of you, from top to bottom. And I know when I saw the program, when I seen because he had a telephone, him hand phone where you see him, I don't know him, I don't know. What I do? I'm gonna give him a good handshake and say, good boy, good brother, good brother. You go out and you offer the money and you get it and you come back. That's what I did. Hmm. So you see, and the people then say they're not throwing no money in on church, pastor. They drive big car, roll up them window when them up past them because they not stop and take them up. They can't throw into your car. You can wrong people when they say, "Me not going on church." Because all you do is to take up your little what you have and carry to help it down in there. And then send you up Guild Street. Oh, you're robbing the Lord. You're not robbing God anything. God gave it to you. So how you robbing him? You're robbing him. Look at it. And not even to pay the fear, find a vehicle to take him. But God be with him. And God bless every giver who honestly, not looking for repayment, who give from their hard earning, and I pray that He will make good use of it. Do not waste it, and remember where He is coming from, and hence He will know where He is going. God bless everyone. Bless Donna. Bless all of them. He already do it. But if they were looking at labels and church, they should never be. They should be out there more helping others than those of them have. And if him not go church and Sabbath, is another thing. If him go shop on Friday evening, them a go chance him because he break the Sabbath. Oh, ironic is these things. Hmm? Oh, ironic is these things. You put people in an honest and you can't help them. It's not help when I can't help them. Of course I can help them. I don't have the money. I don't have it. Make him get him schooling. Make him get him education. Charge him afterward if you want to do something. And if you give him it free, so be it. He is there. He can help somebody else. My. Thank you all for being here with me. It's a pleasure. I haven't seen anybody in the comment section, but whether or not I know somebody heard what I said just tonight, and I know it is going to go, but please do not add any spice to it. If you're taking it back to see, I call the name on my program, I call it for good reasons. So just do it that way. Thank you for being here. Thank you very much. With pleasure. Thanks. Thanks for the new subscribers. Thank you for the supporters that are always here. I have a basic school, not my basic school per se. When I look and I saw, before I left home, I used to I used to do things for the school as a parent. And I am passionate about the teachers. I'm passionate about them. My daughter is a teacher, and she has been an educator for the longest while. She has sent many children who their parent could not afford to send them for exams. And she went in her pocket and she paid for their exams. You go to my country now and you call the names, you will hear children, adults saying to you, she jump in her car and she drive to find where them live, why they are not coming to school, what is happening. They are to go for exam, they are to get their project up and going. She is in her pocket. It's not one shell, it's not two, it's not three. Single-handed. She said, Mom, this one is so brilliant. This guy, this one, and I can't make him sit. You go to a place, I can't pay the exam fee. I can't pay. She said, okay, no problem. And she paid. See where I'm coming from. She paid it from the school that she was in. It's not one, it's not two. Out of my pocket is not one. I have seen struggling children. Can't go to school with my boot on their foot. And I am coming through for them. My daughter came the same way. I was doing charity where I was. My reason why I stopped, I have to be moving up and down. And the same thing that I saw happen to is before I get out of bed, persons are at my gate calling me. That part of it I wouldn't deal with. Yeah. There are persons that I saw on T Nations program that we build house for. What I was a part of, or is actually it run different. It really run different because we it helped. That's how I reached to Guatemala through our program. We usually do charity programs there. I was the coordinator for my side. We give house, we repair house. I was in that. So you know what I saw it doing? I smiled. I said, oh yeah. But my thing is I have to be moving up and down. I could not. And one, the disrespect I'm not going to take. Two, do not turn up to my house. And that was what was happening. You have a meeting and you will say, okay, so and so and so. And before you know it, you hear your place, and my name shouting out. You get up and you look through the window. I can't do that. So, there are persons in St. Thomas can tell you. I started it. I bring in the people and we started it. The one thing we do, the one thing we do, we used to make sure we don't just give you money like that. No. We ensure that you work for the money because you're not going to be getting the money all along. No. And my daughter was one in the education system who helped a lot of persons. Today, some are working in the hotel. What they're doing, they're chef in there because she was a home ec teacher. And none that came under her umbrella in her class, you can feel and you're not going to sit down. So mommy and daddy can't pay the exam fee, sometimes our entire month, not all of it, but out of that. Yes. So with it, I am passionate. I have a school that I stay right here and I pay school fee for them in Jamaica. Yeah. Needed to help the helpless. So it hurt me with the church. And a church who carries so much people. Good. It hurts me. You shouldn't allow that to happen. And not even in the last minute, you could not say, okay, brother so and so or sister so and so, could you get Tommy to the airport? No, no look good, no taste good, no smell good. Thank you very much for the next time. This time I'm going for two. Thank you very much for being here. Thank you, thank you, thank you for the support. Thank you for the like. Thank you for the one person who like the thumbs, touch the thumbs up button. People, please do that. Touch the thumbs up button. Please, please do that. Be cognizant of your surrounding because evil lies in wait. Where you go, how you go, who you talk to, your surrounding that you are, your what you're in. Be cognizant of your surrounding. Love yourself because nobody can love you as you love yourself. Be the best version of yourself. And for those that are in school and that are studying, be the best version of yourself. Ride for the prize. Don't give up. Don't give in. Ride for the prize. It may be hard now, but you will be smiling, laughing, jumping at the end of it. because you have came through. Make yourself proud, and so with you will make others proud. Well, you have to make yourself proud first. Thank you very much. It's a pleasure and it's a joy. Appreciation to you all. Thank you, and I am tuning out now. Thank you very much.